What's up? What's up? What's up, Facebook? Just get my work in. And YouTube. Let me adjust this. Get my work in on Facebook and YouTube, so I'm going live and talking at the same time. I have some clients that's waiting on me to give them their credit analysis. So let me know if you all can hear me. If not, I just changed to a different location. Adjust this volume. And sign into and look at my client's email, right? Because they'll be saying, I'm waiting on you to give me my credit analysis. And, you know, they'll be saying, you're live streaming, right? So, just know that I'm on that. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning, you all. Let me log into my email. And let me get into this. Why I will no longer offer credit consultation services in my home state of Mississippi. Why I will no longer offer credit consultation. Thank you for the digital love. And I just came out of the exercise and fitness room, so I may need to go sit somewhere and make this video because I am a bit tired. What's up? What's up? And then I'm gonna get back into responding to my emails. Let me show you all that I am working, right? These are my emails. So everything I'm responding to. So if you sent me that information, I am traveling, doing business today. Just came out for my workout, so excuse my appearance. So let me know if y'all can hear me well, right? Give me some digital love. Let me know if you can hear me well. And this is a decision I made during exercising. In Mississippi, if you all that know me, you know that Mississippi is my home state, right? And I looked at my statistics this morning, carefully analyzed. And I noticed that although I have the least, you can hear, thank you so much, even though I have the least amount of clients from my home state, thank you for the digital love, I have the most amount of outstanding balances or people that I have charged the minimum prices for services, right? Thank you for the digital love. How are you all doing today? Thank you so much for the digital love. And so, now people in other states probably gonna say, well, hey, why you didn't give me that treatment, Queen of Credit? I would have did right on it. Thank you so much for the digital love. Thank you so much. Well, let me tell you, when you're in your home state, number one, Mississippi is ranked lowest for credit score average, right? I'm trying to turn the camera off for her. Let me go somewhere else. I don't want people in the background. So, good morning from California. Hey, give me some of that California sunshine. That's some of that California love. So let me go here because I don't want people in the background. And then I'll get back on my laptop. So Mississippi is the lowest rank, right, for credit score. We rank lowest in credit score. At some point we rank, let me get this. We rank highest for obesity, right? We was the most obese state. Lowest of education system. And so I did things for my local home state that not only did I was not in position to do with other states, right? But because a lot of the people that contacted, hello, Josh from New Orleans. Look, if you all are coming in today and you're not from Mississippi, right? Because I'm not showing Mississippi much love today because Mississippi hasn't been showing me love. Come in and comment your state, whether you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube Live. Let me know what state you're in, because I have to let Mississippians know that I deal with way more people outside the state of Mississippi than us, right? And so, and I have some of my clients I have charged $250 for it from Mississippi only. So other states, I'm not getting upset. But when you work for your home state and you know people, right? I was thinking that, look at Georgia. I was thinking I was quote unquote helping them. New Jersey in the house. Thank you so much, New Jersey. And I have removed student loans for people off credit reports for $250 from Mississippi. I have Californians in the house. All right, California. Hey, I need to tag my friend in this from California. He said that he was going to have this nice trip planned for me if I come to California in the next couple of weeks. I think he's close to Los Angeles, if I'm not mistaken. So, hey, thanks for the digital love and thanks for the love across the states. And so I really offer low pricing, right? And I even offer these pastors of a church in Mississippi. They had bankruptcies on both the husband and wife team credit reports. It was like $650, right? And I told them, I said, well, I will work on the wife's credit report bankruptcies first. And the husband also had bankruptcy, but had a lot of charge off and collections. And so they came to me and said, hey, we're really trying to get this house. We really want it, in 30 days or 60 days. Could you, expedite the process? And we promise you're going to pay you right. So I'm thinking they're pastors. My parents know them. My parents are pastors here in Mississippi. So I said, okay, remove the, okay, Tammy, when I come to you in Riverside, okay, I sure will, Tammy. I will definitely let you know that. Remove the collections, never got to pay. I just, Columbia, South Carolina. All right, Mr. Page. And just so you know, they did get approved for their home. They did get approved for their house. I never got my money, right? I have 2 more clients from Mississippi that brought me collection letters, right? And the collection agency was attempting or trying to collect from them. And they brought me the letters and said, hey, would you dispute this letter? It's something you did on my credit report. This is like beginning stages of me offering credit consultation. So somebody say, last year, 2018, right? Last year, 2018. So I'm kind of naive to it, and I get this debt erased for them. And then 2 weeks later, I said, you know what, that was not a result of what I removed from them from their credit. They just got a letter in the mail from the collection agency. And I erased their debt for them, got them out of their debt. And yeah, and they didn't pay me. But you know what's so more Tammy about that? They had the audacity. I never went public with this video. They had the audacity from months later to bring me some more collection letters and say, hey, can you also challenge this for me? One thing about me, I have a very bad taste in my mouth for dishonesty, right? So if I'm doing your credit services and you come to me and you say, hey, this collection on my report was not disputed when I paid you. I don't think people understand that when they send me their first credit report to get their consultation, and right now I'm doing it for, taking advantage of small deposit of $25. When you come to me the next month and say, this collection was not deleted, I'm going to pull that first credit report you emailed me in PDF. That's why I have you send it to me in PDF. And if that was not a collection that was reported on your credit report then, and you come to me dishonest because you're not trying to pay me to get this new collection out, then I'm going to cut ties with you. I will block you from my phone. I will block you from my email. I will cut ties with you. And so then I'm going to church, right? Being a good steward. And I have to hear in church sermons about credit. People don't need good credit to go to heaven. And that's true. You do not need good credit to go to heaven. But I'm not going to sit in anybody's church services in Mississippi because they know I do credit repair and take some words from the microphone or over the pulpit talking about negative sides of credit. I'm there to hear a word from God to strengthen myself so I can go out and continue to strengthen people with credit and cash flow in the marketplace. No, you do not need good credit to go into heaven. But if you have bad credit, you're going to live hell on earth. So, look, and who knows? When you really look at the Bible, when you go to the supermarket for groceries, you have to pay up front. That's right, Sonya. That's right. Yeah, you never be honored in your hometown. So good, Jamel. And right. But when you look at the Bible in the New Testament, God talks about more about money and finances than anything. When that when the master gave them the talents, and the man that did nothing with his one talent hid it but dug it in the ground, when the master returned, he said, you should have at least earned interest on my money. So who is you to say that how you handle your finances won't be judged that way when God come back? Because there's surely many instances in the Bible where the master judged people. And so, so the two pastors, they got their home. They didn't ever pay me for their services. I find myself offering low services price for people from Mississippi just because I, quote unquote, know them. Or they want to say, can I meet you somewhere? Or can I send you my login information? Because I know these people, right? Yes, poor credit and the lack of money is the root of all evil. Be about your business, and bitch, you must get paid. It's a lot. Yeah, nothing is free. And so I found out that when I did the analysis, that I was offering lower pricing for Mississippians and extending too much time and energy. That all connects to why we have the lowest credit scores and why our school system is ranked the lowest. People don't want to believe this, but the number one reason for bad credit is because their comprehension of reading. You won't believe how many times I text people instructions, and I even provide videos, and they can't still apply the instructions of what they've read or what I text them, right? Or they don't want to read. So it's and I know you all are thinking, well, Queen of Credit, that was your fault. So why are you upset with the people? You didn't have to offer them the lower prices. You didn't have to do the work and then get burnt. You don't have to attend that church that they're talking against credit about. That's all true. And because it's my fault, I'm making a change. As Michael Jackson would say, you got to make a change, right? It is my fault. But I'm still telling the story because I wanted to help people in my home state that I had connections with or know-how with. In my mind, I was not thinking that some pastors that attend a church with my parents, who are also pastors, would dodge me for money for fixing bankruptcy. And I know this very naive thinking. I wouldn't think that people I would see on a daily basis or maybe come across at the grocery store or maybe I'm at a basketball game that know that they owe me money would not have in their mind or morals, right? This one person, he's a coach because I also coach sports, got very upset with me in Mississippi. Now, these are Mississippi stories, nothing outside the state. Yeah, and he said, I will take you to court. Now, this is what happened with this coach. I informed him that once you send your affidavits out, whatever the credit agencies respond to you in the mail, you have to notify me, scan and email me that information, because at this point, the agencies are communicating with you. And if I don't know what's been updated or changed or deleted or not deleted in your credit report, I can't help you. I text this coach several times. Coach, have you heard anything from Experience Equal Fast TransUnion? Didn't get a response. 5 or 6 months later, I would text him, hey, have you gotten anything in the mail from these agencies? Let me know what are they saying. They have 30 days. It's been 3 months. I haven't heard anything from you. I think he was coaching basketball. He was in his coaching season. 5, 6 months, this man sends me a message and threatens to take me to court for his money. And I don't think I only charged him $550. He had like 10 collections. And you know what? Just because I knew him, I said, let me just give you half and we just cut ties. But I had a text message to prove you didn't do your part. I have a husband and wife team that I'm helping. They have about a total of 20 collections total. 20 total. And I only charge $950. So, yeah, it is my fault. I had some sentimental value. I've charged people in Mississippi $350 for bankruptcies, $650 for bankruptcies. That's over with starting today. My second portion of this, if you have a business, and I see this a lot in Mississippi. I mean, if you are selling products or services, or especially selling food out of your house, or you're offering products or services, you need to cover your ass, sis. What do I mean by that? If you are doing business, I don't care if you have a business name. I'm selling sweet treats. And you are a sole proprietor. And you are just doing business as. And you do not have that business incorporated. I don't care if it's an LLC or a corporation or a C Corp and an S Corp. You are not covering your ass. What do I mean by that? Somebody eats my food, right? Or I provide a service, or I mow someone's lawn and a rock hit a glass out of their house. They come after me for the repairs, or they say I have food poisoning when I ate your food and I'm not feeling well. Now they can take you personally to court. Or if you're behind on payments that you obligated to, and you have a doing business as, they can take you personally to court, which will expose them to your personal checking accounts, your property, your homes, your vehicle. But if you have your business set up in your LLC, and even LLCs is limited liability companies, but at least it's some liability. It protects your business from being sued, right, for the services you provide. And if you have like a vehicle in your business name, or any products or services in your business name, it protects your assets, right? So I'm seeing more and more people that's proud or talking about their side hustle, but you're not protecting your ass, because somebody could easily get sick eating your food that you sell out of your house. Somebody can easily say that you damaged their vehicle if you're doing detailing. Somebody can easily say that you bursted out a glass in their car, their home, when you are mowing their lawn, right? So cover your assets. The other part of this I want to do, but I'm signing off because I have to look. You can contact me outside the state of Mississippi for a credit analysis. It's a small deposit of $25. I give you a breakdown. Thank you for the digital love, or what I need to redo. There are 4 stages, and this is what I do that other people don't do. I analyze your credit report, and I determine if something needs to be removed or reversed. Reversal means I may have 1 or 2 30-day late reporting or a 60-day late, but I've had 2 years of just good payments, okay, paying on time. And if I can get these reverse late payments, then I can keep that entire credit line to show in good standing. People have to understand that 35% of your credit score is calculated by your credit history. So the longer you have good credit history reporting, right, stop deleting late pay, stop deleting those accounts altogether, because you're deleting all of that good payment history with you. And you don't hear this anywhere else. No one talks about credit reversal. That's why they call me the queen of credit, because that's the expertise that I bring to the table that you won't get anywhere else. Or I look at I remove charge-offs, collections, right? Because usually charge-off collections collections are negative anyway. There's nothing positive about that. And collections is the second highest thing that's damaging to your credit report, other than a bankruptcy. So when analyzing your credit report, I tell you, if you have a bankruptcy or a public record child support, you need to get those removed. Those are most damaging. And then collections, the second most damaging. I analyzed somebody's credit report yesterday for them, and they're signing up with me, and they thought that a charge-off lowered their credit report by 60 points. But it wasn't the charge-offs that did that. Their Experian credit score was like a 690. Equifax and TransUnion was like a 619 and 631. It was a 631 and a 629. What happened was TransUnion and Equifax had a 30-day late report, and Experian didn't. So that 60-point drop difference was because of that one late payment. So once I reversed that late payment on their client's credit report, they would get those 60 points back. And they had like 2 charge-offs, and charge-offs range from as much as 60 points to 150 points, right? Everything on your credit report from late payments, it ranges because the lower your credit score is, the more points will be deducted, but the higher is, the lesser points will be deducted. So when someone wants to know, well, when I get these removals done or reversible, I can give you an estimate of how many points that point spread will help you and assist in raising that credit score. So I do credit removal and credit reversal. When you hear of any other credit person, guru or expert talk, tell me, do you ever hear them explain credit reversal? I tell you all the time, what they do is not what I do. I'm the queen of this, you know. And so credit removal and credit reversal, and then after you've got negative items removed, people automatically think I'm going to have a high credit score. That's not how that works. When you remove negative items, you still have to have positive reporting, right? And so if all you have is negatives and you don't have many positives, now I have to, thank you, Joshua. Thank you, Joshua. Yeah, you never heard of credit reversal. I know. That's why they call me the queen. That's why Mississippi don't know what they missing out on. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm not in Mississippi now. I'm not even in that state. But it takes too much of my time and energy. I'm actually in Texas now. I'm in a beautiful state of Texas right now. And so then once you get those negative items removed, then I have to restore, right? That means bring back to a good state or remodel your credit. Like if you're in a home and you got some bad, you know, areas fixed in your home, you call it the remodeling process. So now I'm going to, you know, you add positive trade lines, you apply for new credit, you pay on them, and you build that score. And like I wasn't planning on going into this, but New Coast Direct, for example. You add that on after you got the negatives removed, because now you need to add positive, right? It takes a mixture of both. You need to add positives, and I give you some choices of accounts that you can add on positive that will report to all 3 credit agencies. So you just won't have a high score with Experian and then TransUnion is low, or you have a low TransUnion score and your Equifax is low. It's going to give you a high credit score all across the board. And so that's the rebuilding process and restoration process. And then revision your credit. These are for people, let's say they say, okay, Queen of Credit, I heard you say that if I have a business, I have a side hustle, I need to incorporate that. I need to make it an LLC. Okay, now that I've done that, what I want you to do now is to take your personal credit and revision it to do something more than to buy a nice home and a nice car. Now, I know for some people that is the American dream, and that if your dream, I will help you vision it. But that's still a better dream. That's still a better revision of your credit score than going out and buying a Louis Vuitton purse, or buying things or taking vacations that you can't afford just to get 100 likes on your Instagram or Snapchat to show people that you're on the beach. And then 30 days later, you're getting a bill in the mail from your credit card statement that you cannot afford, right? And you're living paycheck to paycheck. And so instead of trying to just keep putting and permanently escape their life by taking these vacations you can't afford, see what it's like to discipline yourself, and you may have to go a summer or two, right, without vacation. And thank you. You may, and you don't need to go to the Dominican Republic right now anyway. So, you might have to take a summer or two and not spend hundreds of $1,000s on a vacation to get your credit and cash flow together. So when you take a vacation, you can take it in peace and you can be a positive cash flow. Because I tell people all the time, it's better to have credit cards and not need them than to need them and not have them. So I have a lot of people say, I want to build my personal credit up, and I want to start getting business credit cards because I need some new appliances. I need a new manufacturer's type stove or oven. People are patronizing me. I need some new equipment. I need another lawnmower, and I want to get business credit because I understand from watching you, Queen of Credit, that business credit would not show up on my credit report. I have a transportation business. I need new trucks. If I had new trucks, I can bring in this income. I want you to revision your credit. Do more with your credit. Don't die with a 720 credit score. So if you're just tuning in, you didn't watch this from the beginning, I'm not offering credit consultation from my home state of Mississippi anymore. I'm tired of going to church and hearing, credit teached on in a negative way. I'm tired of people, taking too much of my time and energy because they know me and they want me to log into their account to pull their credit account. And I know them, and I'm like, well, I'll do this for you for $350 because I have to see these people in church or in the grocery stores. And I have had more negative experiences and this is facts. It's not me calling anybody. This is what I have on my analysis. I have less clients in my state of Mississippi, but more people that owe me for my services that have not paid from Mississippi. More people that owe me for my services from my home state that I can see at a grocery store, I can see at a game, I can see, I work with people and I want to help them, my coworkers, and I find myself removing student loans for free. Or I gave my coworker some information one time that got him approved for a house. Didn't even give me anything and didn't even say thank you. Yeah. Katrina, I had 2 pastors from Mississippi. Removed bankruptcy. Told me they was going to pay me. They got a house. The house has a pool. Did not pay me. And I said, and like I tell people, I'm not blaming these people. I should have did business, the right way. But I'm not going to go to church and hear credit talked about in a negative way because, it's all in the New Testament. God asked them, the master, when he gave the talents, and he said, you should have did something more with my money than to hit it in the ground. It says in the New Testament to do business until I come. That's one of the commandments. So I'm not going to get bashed or I'm not going to be frowned upon. I'm not, going to feel any type of way. I'm just going to cut off communication with Mississippi so I can sit next to you at church and in the grocery store and not think about you owe me money. How about that? Then everybody could be at peace in Mississippi. How about that, right? How about that? Don't have to think about. So, yeah. So, yeah, it is. You do it sometimes, yeah. So, that was my fault. I'm not saying it's their fault, but I'm rectifying that fault today. Starting today. I am changing that today. Everybody can make mistakes, but you're an idiot if you don't change your system, right? Take one more. Nancy. What part of Mississippi are you from, Nancy? Let me know. I'm logging out because I have so many clients. I have like 10 people. I have to give them a credit analysis. It takes me almost 2 hours because I really dissect it. I really dissect your credit analysis. And then I have some people from Mississippi, that I don't know. I call it the Mississippi mentality. It's really bad. It's a reason why we rank low in the lowest percentages. But I'm not going to church anymore to hear a sermon against me. I'm not going to see you in the grocery store on the highway and think you owe me money. I'm not putting myself in that situation. So if I move to this great state that I'm in, then maybe I will. So I'm signing off. I got to get to my clients. But if you want a credit analysis, just hit me up. I'll leave the information. Again, it's for a small deposit, $25, and I will give you a thorough breakdown. People, let's start Let's take ownership. Take ownership of your financial future. Take ownership of your life. Take ownership. Start living with choices of good credit and cash flow. I'm telling you, it's much more peace. The average, I don't think the average score in Mississippi is a 647, Michelle. It was lower than that. It was lower than that. But I can't deal with it anymore. When I coach my basketball games, when I go to work, I'm going to be at peace. When I go to church, I'm going to be at peace. When I go grocery shopping, when you see me on the interstate, I'm going to be at peace. I am going to be at peace. When I see you and you don't owe me money, I don't have to worry about that anymore, right? And so I think it's lower, 650, 640. I know we are the lowest state. I know we are. It's a reason why in Mississippi, when I go to work, I'm passing by check cashing place, auto check, advance check, title checks, and loan, right? That's why there's so many here in this state of Mississippi. Has it? Okay. So I really thought it was lower than that. Most of the people I work with from Mississippi, or I have worked with, much lower than 657. So where do we rank? Does it provide you any information as to because last I checked we were last. Curtis said 620. That's what I thought, Curtis. The last time I checked it was 2018. And I thought Mississippi was lower than that. I thought Mississippi was lower than that. But like I said, I'm not going to my place of worship anymore hearing about credit. I'm not going to grocery stores with people that owe me money, or people that feel like they, know where I live because they haven't did their part. I wish Mississippi well, Mississippi mentality, but it has to change. So my other 49 states, let's do business as the Bible say. Let's do business till they come. Look forward to working with you all. If you didn't watch the entire replay. And also, if you're watching the end of this, you need to watch the mid-section of the video while I'm talking about the difference in credit repair, credit removal, credit reversal, and credit restoration. Hey, I'm signing out, Queen of Credit. Have a great day. Have a great day.